Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Top 5 Wednesday once again, and as always, Top 5 Wednesdays was created by GingerReadsLainey. I will leave a link to her channel as well as the Goodreads group page in the drop-down box. So today's topic is Top 5 favorite side characters that you wish would have their own series. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I had a little bit of trouble with this. After the first couple, I had a little difficult I had a little bit of a difficult time coming up with 5, but I succeeded. So I'm going to get started with my list with number 5, and it is Thomas from the Harry Dresden series. So when you think about it, over the course of the Harry Dresden series, very little time, relatively speaking, has been devoted to Thomas and his story, but yet in that time, he has become one of my favorite characters in the series. I think he's very fascinating, very relatable character, and I love his interactions with Harry. Thomas is Harry's half-brother who happens to be a vampire, and that whole aspect of the story, his life before he met Harry, I just think would be so fascinating for a series, a prequel series, leading up to when he met Harry, or even some of the things that he did while Harry was off on his own adventures. I just think it would be fascinating. My number 4 pick is Robin Goodfellow from the Cal Leandro series by Rob Thurman. So Robin Goodfellow is Puck or Pan from mythology, and so he's basically an immortal. So you can imagine all of the stories that this character could have, and I would love to read every single one of them. He is probably my favorite character in this entire series, be it a prequel series, dealing with his life. Considering he is immortal, he has many, many stories I'm sure he could entertain people with. But also maybe some of his adventures in present day with his 2 reanimated cats. I mean, I am down with whatever Rob Thurman wants to give me as far as a Robin Goodfellow story. So, yeah. Okay, so my number 3 pick would be Simmy from the Dark Hunter series by Shelby Kenyon. So this is a series that I used to be completely addicted to. I mean, when I first discovered the series, I think I read like the first maybe 10 books in a row in the span of a few weeks. And Simmy she's a firecracker. She's, for all intents and purposes, she is the Dark Hunter's leader, Acheron's daughter, who also happens to be somewhat of a demon with horns and likes to eat people and pretty much anything that's not tied down. It doesn't have to be living or, just pretty much anything. She'll eat it. And I think it would be cute. I think at least one book, maybe not an entire series, but I would love to read a story, like a full-length story about Simmy. I think it would be a lot of fun. Moving on to the 2 characters that were really easy for me to come up with when making this list. And my number 2 pick would be Scapegrace from the Skullduggery Pleasant series by Derek Landy. Everybody's favorite zombie. I freaking love his character. He's not only my favorite character in the Skullduggery Pleasant series, he's one of my favorite characters of all time in any kind of fiction. He's just ridiculously hopeless. He's such a mess, but he's so earnest and he's so dedicated into what he thinks is his cause, and he just thinks he's just this criminal mastermind, and in reality he's just this hopeless little loser, and I love him. And one of the saddest parts about the Skullduggery Pleasant series coming to an end was not being able to read about Scapegrace anymore. So I would love if he somehow managed to get some kind of resurrection in a different series, because I think it would be great. And now, finally, my absolute number 1 pick for favorite side character to have their own series would be Pinfeathers from the Nevermore series by Kelly Cray. Oh, how I love this character. I have explained this countless times on my channel, but I love him. He's such a unique, beautifully brought together, beautifully brought to life, complicated, complex character, and he lives somewhat in the imagination of the main character of the Nevermore series, and to really say too much about this character would give too much of the series away, So it's kind of difficult for me to explain why I would love to have an entire series dedicated to him. But suffice it to say, it would not be boring. It would be probably heartbreaking and a little unsettling and creepy, but also beautifully done. So there you have it, you guys. Those are my top 5 favorite side characters that I wish would have their own series. Let me know what you think, if you agree with me or if you have different picks. I'd love to hear about them. Tell me in the comment section. Speak your mind, people. That's part of the reason why I love making videos on YouTube, is the interaction with you guys. So until next time, I will talk with you guys later. See you next time on Top 5 Wednesday, and happy reading, guys!